How are you guys doing?
Welcome, welcome. That was our lovely intro for AWC, things of all sorts. So welcome to my channel. My name is Margaret Pinard, and I am a partner to help Shannon, SD Houston, with the Authortube Writing Conference. So Shannon, in case anyone's new here looking in on the AWC, where are you from?
I am from the YouTube channel SD Houston, but I'm also known as Shannon. I write under the pen name of SD Houston, and I publish content about publishing, my self-publishing journey and writing over there. Also, 1/3 of the self-publishing tips and tricks podcast with Ben Pick from Running to Write and Morgan Lee, and of course, part of this duo with Margaret for the Authortube Writing Conference.
Yay! So we got some major updates today because Shannon's awesome and has been very hard at work behind the scenes. Just to start us off, I'm going to say if you have a question, please put a Q at the beginning and drop it in the live chat or in the comments if you're watching this on the replay. We'll do our best to answer it in a timely fashion. One of the reminders for today is last call for moderators. So a moderator, in case you're wondering how much responsibility this entails, is someone who is going to be in the chat to block all the bots so that we have a very productive and positive discussion. So I've got folks down you may have heard of before: DL Tillery, Elaine Canyon, Just Eva, Emma Bennett, Natalie Locke, Angela Drake, Penumbra Mine, MM Ward, Mama Maggie, Easy Graphics, and Melissa Ike. So those are the people that I have on my little list for moderators so far, and they are heroes. But we'll need a few more because we have, I think Shannon said, 38 slots to fill. There may be, you can do more than one, of course. But if you want to send an email into Authortube Writing Conference, that will let us know that you are serious. So use that email down below and let us know you are open to moderating, and we will get in touch.
And if you don't remember, you can also go to the website and go to the contact page, which is it goes to the same place. So
there you go.
Yeah.
I'll just let you know I'm going to be rolling out assignments in the next 2 weeks, which means that we have a sign-up sheet, and you'll get to pick up or match with the session that you're going to be moderating. So that is why I want everyone to get it in as soon as possible so that I can schedule a little orientation, have people confirm that they're down for a moderating cat interruption, and get everyone scheduled and signed up. So that is very exciting. All right, for the big news. Shannon.
We have got the schedule completely out, which Margaret, if you want to drop the link, it is now live on the schedule or on the website. But I did want to wait. I was supposed to do schedule first, huh? Let me hit schedule. Schedule 2023. So we do have a few additional things for the website, but we'll start with this, which like last year, you can download a copy of PDF and the Authortube Writing Conference YouTube playlist, which is actually a viable link. Even now, you can see what's on there because Michael Laron already has his scheduled, and I've scheduled 3 of the streams, although only one's really complete, except for the thumbnail, adding other stuff to it later. But there are some changes from the Authortube Writing Conference guide that was put out as far as like times. And I put this here. You could, schedule subject to some changes until the start of the conference, because there are some time conflicts with different things that have come up. And the first one I wanted to point out was for Saturday. We're starting an hour earlier on Saturday with Bethany Atazada, our special guest speaker, due to a scheduling conflict that came up. So we are starting earlier that day, but that means too that our break is an hour longer. So instead of a half-hour break, we'll be having an hour-and-a-half break. So that just makes up that time in there. And also want to note for Sunday morning, we had a special guest speaker who is no longer able to fulfill the role. We're in talks with another person to come in as possibly the special guest speaker. So look for those changes in the future as well. So again, the schedule is subject to change. And I think that's pretty much the same as everything else is still the same as last year. Oh, so we did have in different places on here where it had the Jitsi rooms on here because we did Jitsi for the after hours. And this time we are going to be having people, speakers have their YouTube channel as the after party. So I put Friday after party TBD, so to be determined. So we probably have like 2. I think we talked about 2, Margaret, at one point. Yeah, so we'll have two probably places for an after party on Friday. And so this is at the end of the day. So it's at the bottom of Friday. And so then at the end of Saturday's schedule, you'll see Saturday after party in two of those. So that's the other difference.
Nice.
And then what are we doing?
I think you covered all the points because I only had to remember to say changes still can happen, and you covered that, so that's good.
Yeah.
So if you got a question about the schedule, it is now up and online and accessible. And yes, we've got nicknames for folks. Lots of people presenting, lots of opportunities to see your friends, to meet new friends. Sort of the whole point, right? To learn things in a great community. So very excited for that.
Merch is next.
Echo should go away. So the merch store, there we go. The merch store is next. We've got a link to pop in. So Shannon's going to highlight all the beautiful things in the merch store. I think someone mentioned, yes, Shannon is rocking the merch. Thank you, Richard, for noticing.
Yes.
Showing it off. There you go. Yeah, so this is another way to show your support. You're purchasing something through a store online that will get a portion of the proceeds to go to the AWC. And as you know, of course, we've got a Ko-fi. So you can also donate just straight to the Ko-fi, which has no fee, as people like to remind us. And yeah, then you get cool stuff that you can wear on your streams and show off your chops, your writing commitments, as well as, you know, help with the costs that are ongoing, such as the website and some of the giveaways. Yeah. And so that's on the Ko-fi as well. Shannon put the prices because, you know, SD Houston is the queen of transparent cost pricing structures to the cent. Very impressive. Are you planning on getting anything with the 2023 on it, Shannon?
You mean getting merch for me for that's 2023?
Yes.
Yeah, so this shirt's 2023.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then the coffee mug is 2020. Hold on, I can't see what I'm seeing.
Ooh.
So the coffee mug. So it looks the same as last year. It's just 2023 in there. So, and nice. I did want to point out here on the website, on the merch store at the bottom, the last one in the last row says all proceeds go back into Authortube Writing Conference. I'm pretty sure I linked that to I linked that to our store. So what I want to do is I want to link that to the Ko-fi is what I should have done. But that just linked to the store on where is that at? Where are we selling stuff? I know where we're selling stuff.
Is it Teespring or is it something different?
It's I think it's Teespring. It says Creator Spring, but I know that that's just what it says when you're in the Creator backend. Yeah. Powered by Teespring. Yeah. So if there's anything that you guys want that's not on here, it's a whole lot of less stuff on here than last year because there was only a couple of things that were bought. There were several purchases, but there was only a couple different purchases between all of those purchases. So if there's anything else, I was thinking I kind of want this small because I think I only have the t-shirt with it big on here, but you can't really see it. So I was like, maybe I should make one with it small.
Design challenges for the future. I looked at the shop earlier today and I think there is a pink sweatshirt sized hole in my wardrobe right now. So that's what I think I will be sporting.
Oh, and I do have
although actually it's going to be in June and I'm going to be in California. So sweatshirt probably won't be the best idea actually now that I think of the climate.
Yeah. I also did get this. It's not even open yet. This is 2023 journal.
Nice.
So everything looks the same as last year. You know, we didn't really change the logo. We had the logo design last year and we paid for it. But this year I was able to just change out the date. It was easier than paying for it again.
Right. A mint green coffee mug. Is that on there or can you pick it?
Let me see.
Nice. It's just fun. So, you know, just a fun way to show support and community online. With the merch store.
And I would say that, you know, like Margaret said, it was transparent on the numbers I put onto the Ko-fi. I did not include what I made from the store because it pretty much covered the cost of buying all the stuff that we sent to people last year.
Got it. Yeah.
It was a little bit less than, but wasn't a whole lot out of my pocket. I think it was like $15 extra or something like that, 14 some change.
Nice. And the stuff that she says giving away, we've got an update on the giveaways, so that is going to come in just another couple minutes. Yeah, so see, we've got people in the comments about the coffee mugs. Definitely an exciting debate, colored of coffee mugs. For writers anyway, right?
Yeah.
The next thing we have to announce concerns the first page critique panel. So I'm going to pop that in the chat. And Shannon, you want to tell us how you're going to be arranging that for people?
Yeah. So the first page critique panel. We're doing cages.
Just open that up for Richard.
No, I was thinking with Richard. Just me trying to talk too fast, or my mouth not catching up with my brain, or trying to. So the first page critique panel is something that happens during the conference. If you're not aware of it, we will probably have 3 judges on it. Now, we have not reached out to anybody yet to be a judge, except for our keynote speaker who told us, in the beginning that he would like to be on there. Of course, we're going to accept him. That was Mark Leslie Lefebvre. If you know him, he's an indie author. He's also one of the people who worked on Kobo Writing Life. He was part of the, getting that set up. And now he works for Draft to Digital and Draft to Print. So yeah, he's got a lot of experience when it comes to writing and or marketing. And so he's going to be one of our judges on there. So yeah, but he's it's not or, it's and.
And we, in your sprint earlier today, we were talking about scribe count because someone recommended it. I popped over there, and who should be the first blurb recommending it other than Mark Leslie Lefebvre? So I was like, what? He's everywhere.
He's everywhere right now.
Very exciting. Yeah.
And if you guys didn't know, he also has his own YouTube channel where he has a podcast, and he's like, he just hit episode 300. So he's been doing it for a while. And I find many of the episodes very enlightening. Some of them I was like, okay. But, I think that's with most episodes or most podcasts. You're like, some's like, okay, that kind of applied to me, but that one didn't.
Right.
But yeah. So, so they're going to be judging it. Margaret and I will be there to be moderators, but basically they're going to read the first page. They're going to actually get it ahead of time. They won't know who has it because you are going to submit it anonymously to us, or whoever is submitting it. It's anonymous. So we don't know. They don't know. And during the reading, they will raise their hand at the point where they would have stopped reading the first page if they had received it from somebody. So, and then if they wouldn't have stopped, of course, they don't have to raise their hand. Now, Margaret was a judge last year, so she could probably tell you that from the judge experience, but it was interesting to see when opinions differed and why. So you get a good look at why people, are find certain types of writing or scene setting or whatever it is, why they find that engaging to them versus other people, and why. Because they'll raise their hand and at the end they'll get to say, this is the reason why I stopped. And then they also give, which is part of the instructions to our judges, to also provide one positive feedback. So it's one feedback for why they would have stopped, one positive feedback for the work. And of course, if they wouldn't have stopped, then they don't have that negative feedback on that reason. So
yeah, I think this gives like a real feel of having an agent critique at a conference, if you've ever paid for one of those, but it's like in the round because you'll have several, and they're required to be nice and do a positive thing. So it's like a pain-free, or at least like balanced view, rather than being afraid that you're going to get torn to shreds. So that is part of Shannon's real supreme effort to make this feel like a writing conference that you go to attend, and you hang out with people at the bar, and have those contacts with people from all across the publishing world. So first page critique is a very fun entree into that feeling, but like a training wheels entree. I think. Yeah.
The sign up form, I do want to say, is the same as last year. You can submit multiple times. And I know people were talking about that just a couple months ago, I think, or a month ago, not even a month ago, saying how like one person could submit five different pieces, and then they may get picked, because if we have so many pieces, they may not all be picked. It's going to be anonymous drawing, a random drawing of the anonymous works. And now last year we only had 10 submissions, so we used all 10 submissions.
Right.
So hopefully we might have more this year, but if we have 10 submissions get picked out and you're 5 of them, I guess I think I came to the conclusion, it's just kind of the luck of the draw, honestly. So you can submit as many times you want. If you have 5 stories, you want to submit the first page, go for it.
Good point. I don't think that'll happen, but we'll see. We'll see. Likelihood, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. So I have next the reminder, my links here. The Ko-fi link. This is where I said that you can just throw some change in the tip jar. This also has the costs that Shannon listed, so that is.
As of this morning, we're at 50% to the goal for the.
Oh wow, we jumped! I
We
checked
did.
yesterday and it was at 30. Yay!
Yeah. Well, I think it was just Michael Laron. He was one of our special guest speakers. He donated to the Ko-fi yesterday. And then Eva, she's been saying for a while, she's like, I got these proceeds here sitting from Book and Lane, and I mean to send them to you. And then she remembered, she's like, I'm doing it right now.
Awesome.
So she sent
yeah. Nice. That's so nice. We do have a question on the topic of the first page. Is it a prologue or chapter 1? Is there any specific guidance as to what it should be?
Here's what I would say. If you're going to have a prologue, you're basically saying your prologue is worthwhile for the reader. I would be submitting that. If you don't feel your prologue is strong enough to submit, then why do you have a prologue? That would be my thought. But you can choose what you want to do. Maybe your thought process is that my prologue is great, but I want to also make sure my chapter 1 is good. That could be it too. So
yeah, and the form has a space for so many characters, so you really do have to choose. You can't do like, this is a prologue, but this is the first page as well. Yeah,
it's only 250 characters. I think it does let you go a little over, but
know, right?
Words. Sorry, not characters. Words. It's 250 words. I don't know what the character spacing is. And some people submitted more than the number last year. Last year it was 350, but then I realized we didn't have enough time to do 350 on the screen.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like that's just a page. 300 words is your standard page, but you get speaking, you get pauses.
Yeah. So we took it down to 250 words during the actual reading, even though the judges read 250. But I had to figure out a place where to cut it off, for the reading. So that made sense. So it's better for me and Margaret if you choose where to cut it off. If it's 251 words, you're probably okay. If it's 275 words, now we're looking at, is that a sentence we can cut? So it's better if you choose where to cut it off than us.
All right. So first page critique and Ko-fi, well done. So the next topic we have is the new giveaway prizes. So we've got an overlay. These are
the prizes from before the overlay is. It's not updated, but we do have updated stuff.
Yeah. So listen to our words, not the pretty pictures, but we'll put the pretty pictures up anyway. Okay, so this is to get you excited. See how like the starburst is to get you excited. But let's see. Pages. Shannon, did you want to take the first and just trade off from our page, or do you want me to go through them?
I'm trying to share the page. Is that what you want? Is that what you're asking me?
Oh, no. I've got the page up. So the first one we have on giveaways is merch of your choice up to $30. So if you look at the merch shop that we just opened, to your heart's content, right? So a mug definitely qualifies. Journal, like the 2 most popular items from last year. So that would be.
I meant the word page is what I was talking about, but you go ahead on this one. So I'll do the word page.
Okay. Do you want to share the word page now that I've put the picture up?
Yeah. Are you ready for it?
Sure.
Okay.
It's like a ballet, folks.
Yeah, it is.
The tech theme for the AWC is literally like itself is like a ballet. So yeah. All right. So the second one we've got up on the screen, an ebook of your choice by any AWC presenter up to $15. So again, these are like the types of things that the conference itself and Shannon's Pocket last year is sponsoring. So yeah, very exciting. You can look at the list of presenters and imagine any of those going home with a book of theirs in your pocket. Oh, how do we get on the list for giveaways? Just a reminder, if you weren't around last year, the way you enter into the giveaways is submitting a form of feedback after each presentation. So you can have like 38 different entries into the giveaways. So there's plenty of chances. The third one.
Oh, can you see it when I'm highlighting it? No?
I can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So 2 signed paperback copies of Tiny Shivers by Laura Nettles, worth $40. So that was on our pretty pictures thing, and it is. Wait, is it still pre-order or is it out? It's still on pre-order, right?
I think it's out today. I think it's out today. I don't know. I think it's out today.
This weekend was such a whirlwind that
I
I have
know.
no idea whose book is out and who's not. Although I do know books by Adrian's book, Mythic, Shadow of the
It's out.
Spark, is out
It's
because
good.
he launched yesterday. I'm sorry,
Well,
Laura, if yours is
comes
out
out the 9th.
today. and you
Comes
didn't-
out the 9th.
May 9th. Okay, good. So it's still on pre-order, but she has offered up 2 signed paperback copies mailed to you, which is awesome.
I should actually put this as 2 different prizes because it's not one person who's going to get 2. It's going to be 2 different people who get 1. So.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I was just going to say, this reminded me that I had a trivia question for people in the audience that I
Yeah.
forgot to say at the beginning. So since we're here with Laura, and Laura was connected to one of these events, there were 3 events this past weekend that SD Houston took part in. It was a whirlwind weekend. Can you name all 3? That is my trivia question to you. So we'll see if anyone gets it right by the end of the live in about 10 minutes. So fourth, we have a paperback copy of The Beauty in Me, which is a journal by Savion Taylor. Should we say Ty?
Well, on the Amazon website, it says Savion Taylor.
Okay. All right. So it's pre-pen name. So this is a very special edition. Awesome. Ty Williams. So worth $6. So that is wonderful. A journal. So you don't have to buy it. Maybe you get a giveaway version. Number 5, Winner's Choice, a book graphics package, either a customized social media bundle, which is 3 book graphics, or a YouTube thumbnail package, which is 3 graphics by A.F. Stewart, which is Anita, and that is worth $35 Canadian, or about $25.74 at time of conversion that we consulted. But that's amazing. So if you're someone who is afraid of the ticket price or sticker price on graphics for your marketing, Anita would do a fantastic job if you were the one to win this. Number 6.
And now this starts the list of new things added. Oh, sorry, my mouse acts up sometimes. I have to hit it.
6, a 1-year subscription to Story Origin worth $100. So Story Origin, some of you may have heard of because we have Evan Gao, who is the creator and developer, and Shannon is a super fan, and he's been on several things, I believe, discussions and whatnot. So really, really interesting, and something I think that is very valuable to authors no matter what stage you're in. So that's very exciting.
This one is something I'm paying for out of my pocket, but I thought it was it was worthwhile.
Do you want to explain that one?
Sure. So The Relaxed Author, which that should have been italicized. The Relaxed Author is the name of the book. It's a paperback copy is what we're offering. And this is a book that is co-authored by our keynote speaker, Mark Leslie Lefebvre, and Joanna Penn. And even though it says Relaxed Author, it might put you in the mindset of a writer, but it's more on the marketing side. It's a way to approach marketing that both Mark and Joanna, their way of approaching marketing, in which they don't, like how we do all like promo stacking and all this stuff. There's all this stuff like do this, do that, do all this stuff. And they're like, take a more relaxed approach to it. We do it kind of this way. It's more relaxed. I haven't actually read the book, but I've heard them both talk about it. And I really want to read it one day. I haven't had a chance to read it yet.
Nice. Oh, we had a weigh-in from Ty. He said 1 paperback and 1 hardcover.
Oh,
so we will follow up with him to confirm that and then change the monetary value. So awesome. Laura saying, woot. How do you donate a giveaway? Says Deidre Ann. Good question. So I'm going to pop this up again. If you feel moved, you can always send an email to authortubewritingconference@gmail.com, both to be a moderator this week, final call, or if you have an item you would like to donate and add to this list and help us, I don't know, have more fun things going out in the mail, just send an email with what you are able to donate and what the not permutations, the parameters
Yeah.
are for your giveaway, like paperback, hardcover in the US, etc., so that we know what to put down to let people know.
And you can donate anything from a product to a service. I mean, so it could be one of your books. It could be you editing, 5 pages of someone's work, if that's, something you do. Or you could just get like an Amazon gift card. Those are easy to just purchase on Amazon and send through to somebody through the Amazon website. We've had people do that. So.
Yes. And Laura Nettles' book, Tiny Shivers, comes out May 9th. Awesome.
Why was I thinking it was today? I don't know. Because it's May. I was looking forward to it. May.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so we've got some answers I will save for the end. Maggie has a new book out too. See, this is our fruitful, multiplying community of authors. This is the awesome part. Ooh, so Maggie's got a question about giveaways. Do you want EPUB copies of a trilogy to give away? Yes. Sorry, I shook my head. That's like the Turkish way of saying yes. Yes. For sure. Send an email and let us know, and we'll add it to the list.
And let us know what the dollar value would be, because I think it's important for people to know this is the amount that's being offered. Yes, he is lovely.
Next on the list, number 8.
Yes. No, yes, number 8.
Paperback poetry book bundle by E.L. Summers and L.N. Frost. Melodies Ignited Melodies. And Shadows Abyss. Is that supposed to be twice?
Well, that's how they wrote it in the email, so I think maybe I need to fix that.
Okay. All right. We'll sleuth and see.
I was doing this really quickly and late at night.
Emendation. But that might be people as other names. Those are their author names, but Nicole and Lauren, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And worth $16.98. Awesome. Poetry for people who love the poetry. Number 9 and number 10, so these were separated out, a standard license to Scrivener worth $60. So Scrivener's parent company, Literature and Latte, are a wonderful, tiny, independent adventure, and they're really generous to little companies like us. They helped out with Yola. They are helping out with AWC. They're amazing. So happy to support them. Happy to recommend Scrivener. And people might even be presenting on Scrivener. Who knows? Oh, I guess I'll have to check the schedule.
I know last year there was some presentation. I don't know if it's this year. I think it's more Notion this year than Scrivener.
I think you're right.
Now.
But it's in the archives. You can always go visit the archives. Oh boy, we've got some spreadsheet bandits here. Oh, Laura's got an answer. She's got 2 of the 3.
Hey guys, don't feel bad if you don't know all 3, because when she sent the little preempt script, they're like, here, this is what we're going to do, and I looked at it, I was like, what 3 events did I do?
Yes. And Richard says Scrivener is UK based. Support the British, which
cool.
Sure. All right, so the last 3, down to the last 3, we've got 11, Draft to Digital, Scribbler, and Pseudowrite. And these are questionable. What do we have here, Shannon?
I'm in talks with them. So Draft to Digital, that is Mark Leslie Lefebvre is, of course, coming from Draft to Digital to be our keynote speaker. But I've been in contact with the manager there, Jim Asfado. I don't know if I'm saying his last name right. And I was like, hey, by the way, putting together all these giveaway prizes. I don't know if you guys have anything to offer because it's a free platform. He was like, we're trying to push print books, so we might offer like proof copies or author copies. And he says, but let me get back to you. So on hold with that. Scribbler said that they'd like to donate a couple boxes. And the last question to me was, what would we be looking for those boxes?
Is that a book box subscription?
It is. It's a subscription, but they would just give 1 or 2 boxes. I'm not really sure what they're planning on doing. They said a couple boxes.
Yeah, a month. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then Pseudowrite was asking me more questions. So I don't know. They said that they were interested, but they had to pass it on to their marketing department. And then they asked me more questions about the conference. And so I just replied to them. And that was just this morning. So I don't know. Some of these could fall through if nothing, because they have to get this approved through different lines, especially the bigger companies have to get things approved through different departments versus the one I talked to.
Right. The stamping of the corporation. Yeah.
Yeah. So these are in the talks, in the works. We're hoping we'll get something through with them. But
Amazing. So total worth of giveaways. The first ones that have been confirmed, which might need a little bit of jiggering, but $365, which is amazing.
Yeah, I think that's right about where we were at last year.
Yeah?
Yeah, we were just around $300, just under 400, I think, last year. I have to look at it again, but I think it was under 400.
Nice. Nice. Oh, there we go. Sent an email to the AWC. I've got a couple questions in here about, we got the third answer. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So Laura donating an hour-long one-on-one descriptive prose workshop to help polish someone's work.
I want to win that.
I'm on Ko-fi. Yeah, send that to the email. Yeah.
And what that would be worth to you. Yeah.
Right.
So.
Right. And Mama Maggie asking about EPUB copies, same thing. Give us the parameters, give us the monetary worth, send it into that email right there. And I think there was one other question about the giveaways. No, there was just this, where there would be AWC themed ice cream. Who can tell, Richard? Who can tell? Maybe we'll come up with a themed flavor. That would actually.
I was gonna say we should come up with a flavor that's AWC flavor.
I like that, like a pun.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So I think we're at the end of our updates here. I've got some last reminders. Watch our community tabs, because if there are small updates, instead of putting a live on, we'll just put them on our community tabs as posts. So look out for those and make sure you're subscribed to both of us. If you've got giveaways, if you want to moderate, send those emails to the AWC to get on the moderator list. And finally, Ko-fi for all those coins to your witchy writers. That's a reference to a show that I haven't watched. So bear with me if I got it wrong. And the 3 events. Shannon, did you want to say something before I?
Oh yeah. I forgot. I should have said this before, but probably beginning of June, I'm going to have an official video to show all of our giveaways and to show support to all of our sponsors. So,
yay. Yay. Awesome. I love hearing from people. Oh, virtual ice cream social. Yes. See, Maga's already there. Happy May Day and blessed Beltane to all. Yes, I wore my flowery top just for that, for May Day. Richard put him together.
What did he put together?
He stole Morgan's answer. So I'm going to put them down separately. So Richard got 2 of the 3. He tried to say that you were a shadow participant.
Oh yes, they try to pull me on there, and Anne Sophie even sent me the link, and I was like, "Look, guys, I really want to, but I have to work on AWC stuff."
Yes. So Laura got 2, Pass the Pen, which was us plus Andy at Easy Graphics, and Emma Bennett, romance author. So that was the 4 of us doing that, and then 30-hour write-a-thon was a whole bunch of people. And then Morgan said, "Didn't I star it?" Yes. Adrian's book launch live. That is the 3rd one. Yes. And then Richard put it together. So there we go. See, teamwork, dream work. Awesome. All right. So there's the email for anyone else who needs it. Thank you all for coming. We look forward to welcoming you to the Authortube Writing Conference in just 6 short weeks.
Yep. And for any speakers who may be there, sorry, I didn't say this either. It just popped in my head. For any speakers who are out there, I will be sending out emails to those of you who signed up for other appearances. I'll be sending out emails within the next few weeks to see and verify if you still want to be on those other appearances.
Sweet. So I think that is all our Q&A. We'll get thinking on those ice cream flavors. Thank you for that suggestion. And otherwise, we'll see you again soon.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.